what's to say when you should fire somebody? I think in society, we put lawyers up here, and I mean, we have a lot of lawyer jokes, and we all know that lawyers do terrible things. And I am a lawyer, and I have an entire family of lawyers. But I think you should fire a lawyer when the lawyer's interests don't coincide with your own, and where the lawyer is more interested in the lawyer's welfare than your own. And so if they are discouraging you from bringing in paraprofessionals who can augment the lawyer, and the lawyer is threatened by that because the lawyer's ego can't handle not being the only chief, or they're looking to just generate fees that are better for them than for you, and you can identify the main issue in a case that makes sense to you, and they're talking about other tangents that are ka-ching, 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 but not relevant to how that case is going to be resolved, then I think it's time to take them off the case. Maybe you don't even need a lawyer. I mean, something like 80% of folks do this on their own who are self-represented. And I have to tell you, lawyers won't tell you this, but when you have one spouse who has a lawyer and the other spouse without a lawyer, many times there's an advantage for the spouse without the lawyer. And I say this because every time the spouse with a lawyer picks up the phone and calls the lawyer, it's $100 for every, 10, 15 minutes. They're almost forced to accept terms of the one without the lawyer because the one without the lawyer is not encumbered by that pressure to settle as fast. So I have seen many lawyers who are saying, you know what, your husband doesn't have these expenses that you have because he doesn't have a lawyer, and he can let this drag out and he doesn't have to accept this. You might want to rethink not, accepting his counter proposal because he can sit back and let this go on. So don't think you necessarily need a lawyer. Most people do not. I mean, I'm not even talking about the majority. I'm talking about the vast majority are without a lawyer. But if you have a lawyer, what I always say is keep the lawyer in the lawyer lane. They're not financial experts. Most of divorce is financial. It's way more about money and money negotiation than it is about the law. And I'm going to tell you as a lawyer, I didn't get the money and the money negotiation skills through law school. So don't think your lawyer did, because it's not part of our curriculum.